you want to know when the best time to buy a home is during the entire year and why I think that might be right now on this episode of Ryan and Real Estate. Hey everyone, I'm here and I'm going to talk about one of the most important decisions that you'll ever make, which is buying a home. And when it comes to buying it, everyone always wants to know when is the best time to actually buy a home. And that's what I'm going to cover in this video. The best time to buy a home, let's just start off by this. Reality is it's whenever the best time is for you, your family, your circumstances, your finances. We sell homes every week. People close on homes all year long. But if you wanted to get down to what's the exact time, what's the best opportunity, I'm going to tell it to you right now. Well, first off, let's look at the two major times, spring and summer. That's when most transactions happen. So let's talk about that first, and then I'll get in what I think is the best time. So summer is the peak season for home buying. So prices are higher, but there's also usually more inventory. So that gives you a lot more options for yourself. More inventory, but more competition. You've got more people out, more free time, kids are out of school, more flexibility, so they're out searching more. It's when we do the most amount of transactions is in the summer and the springtime. So that is a great time if you actually want more options, but it's gonna be more competition, which means that you're going to have to potentially compete with other people. And then if you get in that situation, you may potentially be selling your home or buying your home for a lot more than maybe you would want to because there is competition, which pushes those prices up. Whenever there's more competition, more demand, prices will go up. So the question really about the summer is, do you want more options but compete harder and potentially pay more, or do what I think, which is number two, which I think is really the best time to buy a house is in the winter. And here's why. You can still potentially make a transition if you do this like between, maybe a spring break type thing, or were able to do it before the major holidays, Christmas and New Year's. But the winter's a slower time for the housing market. Not as many buyers, not as many transactions are out there. So you really may not have as much inventory, but you're gonna have a wider selection of homes, which then is going to allow you the ability to have more bargaining power because there's less buyers out there, less competition, potentially get a deal on a home. And here, I'm gonna give you a little secret. In Houston right now, even though this is the slowest transaction time of the year, there is 50% more inventory year over year than there was last year. So that's one of the reasons that I think right now might be the best time for you to buy a home if you're thinking about Houston is during this winter time. Interest rates in the last, as I've filmed this video, they just dropped again. We may be getting under 6 here soon. When that starts to happen, we are going to see more buyers. We had a huge buyer demand in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. They're not like gone forever. They're probably waiting for these interest rates to drop. So it gives you an opportunity to potentially jump in here right now, and the fact that we have just a lot of great inventory on the market right now with not as much buyers. And we are seeing an increase in that. But really in the winter, you can get a good deal because there's less competition. The market is slower. Sometimes it's cold. People don't want to get out. Another thing just to know that is in the winter, there's something you can't do, which is inspect a home like air conditioning if it's too cold. Thankfully in Houston, we get a lot of above 60-degree days in the winter, and that helps us out. But bottom line is, right now it's primed for a buyer. If I was buying a house the next 3 years, right now I think is the best window because we're seeing lower interest rates drop with high inventory of what it was a year ago, which provides you a great opportunity. And hey, if you get in a property, you get in a mortgage, and the interest rates go up, you did well. If they go down, you can always refinance. But all in all, here's what I'll tell you. The best time to buy a house is when you are ready financially, mentally, the time you have with your family, and your schedules. But overall, if I was picking a time, I would go with winter. Hey guys, it's been great. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. We'd love to chat. And anything I can do for you, make sure to check some of these other videos we have out. And we'll see you next time on Ryan and Real Estate.